folks. Welcome back to Pt3 and Jim Boy's Kitchen. As I show you how simple it is to change the spark plugs on a 2012 Nissan Sentra. And of course, just a little trickiness, you could get it done, alright? When I say trickiness, there's some parts you got to lose to get clearance to fix the plugs. However, doesn't it's not too bad. So I already put one plug in. What I will do is bolt this up, this coil. Each one of these plugs carry coil. Once again, part 3. Part 2, I show you a little glimpse as fast as I could how I took off the cover, all right, the manifold. And of course, cover it here, cover the rest of the manifold intake here, all right, the manifold entrance with a piece of cloth, just so the debris don't go inside. This protection, always do that, alright? Now I'm going to bolt this bad boy one by one. I'm going to get these bolted down as I lose them off, alright? I already put a brand new plug in here and show you the next step. So I already loose off the second one with the nut, 10mm nut. Pull it straight out from the plug. Check it for any corrosion. This coil is pretty good. So now I'll take off the next plug there with the bad boy magnetic. Always good to use a magnetic spark plug socket, so it takes out the plug from the depth of the engine, alright, or the motor. Go straight down the socket. Make sure it's dropped properly in the socket. Hear the click. Here goes the socket. I want to take it out straight out. Now that it's loosened up, what I will do to give easy access to pull it out straight, I will turn it, loosen up with my hand so that it comes out straight out, alright? I want to make sure it's fully loosed from the engine block or this plug, spark plug housing. Turn, 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 turn. Loose it completely out. Shouldn't be too bad. Should be able to come out now, right? Turn it straight. You want to twist it. See if I get the bad boy out. Here comes the bad boy. The plug don't look too bad, but looks like time for a little change. Might make a big difference in changing. That's one plug. Now we're going to put the new plug in. The second plug, and remember, you want to take one at a time, alright? Take out each one at a time so you know what you're doing, what you're working with. Always come with a secure guard here, which is a little plastic, taking it off so that you don't damage the measuring on this. Now put this in and go straight down into that socket entrance, the spark plug entrance. I want to feel it and go. You got to be careful not to cross thread it. So long it catch, always good to do it with your hands first, which I'm doing. So I know definitely it's not cross threaded. Alright? This is going to tighten up with no issue. You can feel a freedom there. There it is. I can feel it snug. So now I'm going to tighten it up a little bit. Don't want to tighten it too much, just want to snug it properly. That should be good. Don't want to break it. Don't want to break the plug in there. Alright? That's the second plug. Then I want to put back this now. Put back the coil in, which I got right here. One by one, so you don't could put a little electrical grease here, which I don't have in place right now, but no big deal. I will use it for now like this and try to snug it in the center of the plug. And at the same time, I wanted to connect to the connector over there where I put a screw. Are you with Jim Boy's Kitchen so far? Yeah, brand new plugs into a 2012 Nissan Sentra. So now I'm gonna tighten this bad boy up. I want to do one at a time so you don't confuse yourself and you don't misplace your wires and all of that, alright? Sing a song, do it. Nice and easy, you want to snug it. Don't want to over tight it too much, just to have it ground properly. Snug it up a little bit there, that's perfect. Then plug in the next one, right there, till you hear a click. That's it. Heard that click? That's the next one ready, alright? Now we go to the third one. And I'll finish doing the rest the same way and I'll show you the next step. Once again, I'll try to take out number 3 right there without unplugging the electrical connector. If I have to, then fine. Wiggle, wiggle, straight out, wiggle. And yes, I have to unplug it one more time. Simple, press the clip down and pull this out. Pull the connector out. Or the wire harness, you got the coil here. Check the coil again. Beautiful, not too bad. Now I'll put the next plug, loose out the next plug. So simple and easy. Let's go step by step with you here. Connect this bad boy right here. There we go. Loose off, straight down, put it in the housing of the plug. Make sure it make contact with the plug there. And then turn. No contact as yet. It did not make no contact here. Alright. Try it now. Think I got it. Think it's loosened. Yep, I can feel it. Nice and easy. Lose the second, the third, the plugs. Or the third plug. Wanna use my hand again, alright? And turn, 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 turn. Pretend you're cooking a duck curry right now. What are you doing right now? Cooking a duck curry? Well, Jim Boy's Kitchen is showing you how to change a 2012 spark plug. Got to loose off some gadget, but you're gonna get it. So if you own a Nissan Sentra between the year 2007 and 2012, this is how you change the spark plugs. Now I'm gonna pull this bad boy out. There comes the spark plug. All right. They don't look too bad, but I think I'll give them a change. They want to change the PCV valve one day. PCV Not too bad. Got the new plug here again. Put the bad boy in here. Just like so. Just like so. Put the bad boy. And use my hand once more. Once again, go straight down. And make sure it's connected and not cross-threaded, alright? That's why I'm using my hand to make a good connection to the housing or into the block, the entrance of that, or hey, you could see the threading of the spark plug. Alright? I want to make sure it's sketched good. Perfect. Tighten the bad boy. Nice and easy. One more time. Want to snug it, but don't want to cross-thread it, alright? Should be good there. What do you think? Do you think it's good? Alright. So now, I'll put the bad boy in now. Right like so. Put back the other coil. Make sure it's in place. Line it up with the plug. Give it a snug. Make sure it's lined up with the bolted connection that's supposed to be. Right there. Put the other screw in. And that's it. So now all the plugs are in. Time to put back the manifold. So take this bad boy out slowly. I know for sure there is no debris that went in here. Alright, if you can see there, no debris went in the entrance of the manifold. So I'm going to put back now the intake manifold. Clear this bad boy away, put this aside. Got all the plugs, brand new plugs and coil connected. We check it perfectly, done, one by one. Now, I connected back this old, original bolt, just not to make the manifold move. Alright, so now I gotta be careful not to get it move. And I'm gonna connect this bad boy. Just making sure this is all cleared. I want to wipe this off a little bit. Let me just, okay. Let's see if I can just pass the tissue here, there. Alright. A little bit of oil there, okay. So now, I got to be careful not to move this gasket. Very important, alright. So now, I'm going to line this bad boy up. And put it in place. Want to make sure nothing is in the way. Got this bad boy back here. Okay. Nice and easy. Jim Boy's kitchen. Want to put the bad boy nice and easy. I want to make sure it catch good. Alright. I want to make sure I line it up. First, what I'll do is connect this one bolt to grab onto this originally here so that it doesn't move. Nice. Once I have that in place, let me see. You want to move the gasket. Wriggle the bad boy a little bit. There it is. It's seated in the bolt. I know that's seated. So now what I'll do is try to get. Alright, take a break. That part is set. Now this is kind of a straightforward. All right, I want to get make sure I have clearance in every hose where the hoses are, and I want to set this bad boy nicely here. The reason why I put this bolt so that I don't that doesn't move away from the housing when I set it properly. Make sure it's just want to catch this one bolt. That's it. I got 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember? So I'm going to connect these 5 bolts and connect the holding bolts at the back there, the bracket bolts. All right. So I got this in place again. So simple. So now you follow me. Remember this one, the nut goes on here. Want to be careful not to lose and not our bolt, all right? Connect this here. And when I tighten up, I want to tighten up diagonally, right? So I will get this one goes here. Nice and easy. Want to make sure you don't cross thread it, make sure it's lined up properly. So long as you got it lined up, then you don't have no worries, all right? Those are all pretty catch with my hands. All right, I'm going to connect all the bolts and nuts and then do the tightening process. Now I'll show you a little trick what I did. I put this piece of board here, do you know why? So that nothing falls in between here, so I don't have to worry about putting my hand through the grill to grab anything that falls there. Could use a piece of cloth, but like the board. All right, so I'm going to finish connect these bolts one by one. This one goes on the upper right. Want to make sure it's hand tight for us, all right? So I know nothing is cross-threaded, everything is lined up properly. Jim Boy's Kitchen Review Part 3. Go back to Part 1 and Part 2. Part 1 I show you, see a little water drip from my nose maybe? Actually I don't know if that's sweat or the cold, right? It's, I would say it's 31 degrees, I'm working outside right now. No big deal, the mechanic in the garage is all warm. I'll do it in the cold. Connect the other one here, and then I show you the next step. Alright, very secure and easy way I want to show you. Before I finish tightening these, I want to make sure I connect the bracket bolt in the back. So I could actually move this around, shake it around so that I get a good fix on the bracket that's in the back here. Alright. So this bracket bolt is very, very important, alright? Want to make sure I have clearance here with everything else. So this bolt must connect. So the bracket bolt is in, right there, just got to tighten it up. I want to torque these bolts at a good 50 pound. Yeah, I think so. Tighten them good. Good torquing. Make them very tight so that it seats in the engine. Put this on. Yeah, pretty much tight. Good torquing. Good torquing. I'm a weak guy. I'm not so strong, but I figure that's gonna be good torque. Then I give it a hit. Perfect. Now I'm gonna bolt up the bolt in the back on the clamp. Got the other bolt in the back here on the intake. Nice. Nice. Alright, I got the intake manifold connected. Time to hook up my hose and I'll be set. No time to hook up the hose. One by one, I want to get first. I had to lose these clamps, alright, because I had to get the access to these wonderful bolts in the intake manifold, so I'll put these back on. First thing first, I'll put these back on. So this will go like this. Doesn't matter which one is which, because they both serve the same purpose. Put it back on. And this is what's going to hold the casing, right? Remember those little hooks there? I'm going to put this back on. I want to make sure that this is connected so that it seats, the groove here seats against that bracket. Because I want to make a good connection, right? I'm going to draw this bad boy up. Not too much pressure, just a little. This is plastic. Yeah, just a little snug. And make it perfect. A little snug. Make it perfect, yeah. Should be good, right? So, time to hook up the hose. One by one. Got the two hoses hooked up here already. Only two hoses are disconnected, alright? The one in the rear, the one up here. And now, time for the next side. Seems really easy. Just remember where you loose it off from. Now, before I hook up any electrical connector on the right side, with the hose, I'll connect back this intake. Notice what I did? I used a hanger wire to assist me in holding it up. Want to line the bad boy together. Remember the 4 bolts. Want to put it nicely without interfering with the gasket, alright? So now I'm going to connect the 4 bolts. Got them right there. Remember those bolts? Nice and easy. Connect, connect. Sing a song. Want to line them up, line it up good. Make one connection. Want to connect it diagonally. So don't want to connect it on the same side, alright? I want it to be seated properly, alright? But this is very important. This is the intake that does a lot for the car. Gonna do one on the bottom. So I know definitely it's connected equally, alright? I don't know, I might go part 4. You want me to go part 4 on this, where we start the baby up? Alright, let's see. Got a couple of more minutes on this segment. So we're doing 4 parts on this. Nice and easy. I just want to show you step by step, alright? So easy you could do it yourself. You're saving $500. This is a $500 job with a mechanic. Costed me only $40 for the plugs. So I'm going to snug these, connect all together, and I'll show you the next step. Using my 8mm socket, I'll tighten them diagonally, alright? One goes in the back, all the way in the back. I want to tighten that one first. I want to make sure, nice. Snug it equally so that it seats. I know it's seated properly. Nice. Notice I'm going opposite, not one direction, alright? Next one. Step by step. I really want to bring to you 4 parts in this. So you don't miss nothing. Now, the second part was a fasting because if I tell you the rain caught me, alright, I was caught up by the rain, so I had to instantly take off that second segment because the rain caught me good. Just want to snug this one up. And make sure I get it. I don't want to cheat the last one, you know that, right? Nah, I don't want to cheat it at all. Tighten, tighten, snug. Don't want to snug it too tight, but it must be secured. Nice. Now, perfect. Time to do my connections. I got a choice. I could do this now first, right? Put this intake hose first, and then make all my other connections. But before that, I want to make sure nothing else is in the way, because I want to have access when I move this around in there, right? Then I can connect everything. The connector, everything could be done afterward. So simple and easy. Now, I'm going to move this bad boy, just like so. This one is going to be a little bit trickier to get this hose back in. But no big deal, I'll try to get in. Gotta be in. Want to be careful not to lose the clamp. Hey, how you feeling, everybody? Look at that, the job is almost done. Jim Boy's Kitchen on another mission with you. Let's go to part 4, right? Where we start with the bad boy. So I'm going to finish put on this hose. It's going to take a little wiggle and turning, and it's going to be on, alright? Because this is a very stiff hose. I want to show you. Before I go to part 4, I want to show you what I mean. A little wiggle, a little pressure, effort. Don't want to break the hose, want to be careful with it. I want to make sure it connects equally. There's no ear that's going to be exposed at all, alright? I'm going to move my fingers around, make sure it's going to be seated perfectly. And if I tell you I got the back part in already, so the easiest way is to get the back part in so I have access to work on the front part, which is just like so. Look at that. Just want to make sure. Remember I told you a little wiggling is going to be needed. And maybe I could open the clamp a little bit more. How about that? And then I want to wiggle it equally. Takes a little wiggle. Now this segment I'm going to finish. I'm going to finish wiggle this off. I'm going to go to part 4. I want to show you the motor, how it runs. Alright, it's getting dark on me here. A little bit wiggling and woggling. I got it in, so I got the hose in, the intake hose in, so I'm going to tighten the bad boy. I'm almost finished with the job here, folks. Alright, just want to tighten the clamp now. Just want to snug it. Don't want to break it, don't want to tighten it too much. Part 3, folks. Hose is in. Now next one. Until the next one, folks, tell you what, we continue part 3. Part 3, no, part 4. I'm going to hook up this bad boy now. Connect the hose, just a little bit niche. Let me see, I got a couple minutes with you. Can I hook up the hose, show you? First, I want to hook up the electrical connector right here. Hook the bad boy up. Take my time. Plug it in. Want to make sure it's seated. Hear the click. Electrical connector is back on. This process is very simple. Alright, want to move this inside here. Put this bad boy back in. Want to move this, it's getting dark, so if you don't see me doing this job so comfortably, well, what can I say? The rain caught me in part 2, so just move this clamp in, bring this bad boy in here now, put this bad boy in here, this clamp, move this clamp one more time, squeeze it with the pliers. Connectors is so simple. Move the clamp and push this bad boy in. Alright, gonna push this bad boy in here. Do it like so. Make sure the hose is in, then move the clamp forward. How about that? Want to squeeze the clamp to extend it above the size of the hose. Release the clamp. And that should be it. Maybe we can start the ball boy up now and hear the result, alright? What do you think? Alright, step by step, Jim Boy's Kitchen. We're going to do part 4. We're going to show you, I'm going to connect back this cover, and we're going to start the bad boy. The job is done in part 3 fully, alright? Alright, on to part 4. Stay with me.